Popping YouTube, we back. Another episode of Primosports. Sorry for the delay, but of course, we always gonna come back, give y'all this content, man. A lot of shit going on. I mean, that's just life. Again, it's always doing what it does.
Life be life,
And
bro.
that's just
It
what.
life.
What are you gonna do about it?
You gotta handle what you gotta handle, man.
Yeah. But eventually, like we've been saying, it will be more consistent content coming y'all way. We appreciate y'all for sticking around, making sure that y'all are coming through and showing love to the video still, giving them likes out, getting in that comment section. So it's your host, Jake. I'm spreading that love, of course, and I'm with my co-host.
You already know it's your boy Lex, and welcome back to another episode of Primo Sports, where it's all game and no hype.
And just coming off all the hype from this finals run by my team, man, finally happened. 53 years in the making. The emotions pouring out from just me as long as I've been around. This Knicks shit has just been kind of a joke. Not for me, but the way people have perceived the team and made it seem like it's like, why go for that team when they're only winning 18 games or they just can't catch a break in the draft. And I want to say that Melo, I feel like when Melo came through, it kind of sparked the interest back into the team where people were, all right, New York is good now. At least they're making the playoffs consistently. Melo was doing crazy shit over there, but it just never worked. Never really had that team. Unfortunately, also, like, this is during prime Bron era, so that was going to be tough as well. So just moving into this season, after losing to Indiana again in the Eastern Conference, fucking blowing the... I still can't believe that shit when I think about it. It was like being up 14 with 2 minutes left. But then when you see what happened in Game 4, for us, you could kind of understand why it happened. It was an amazing accomplishment. Again, super emotional just because my pops. It's always, these moments are always gonna. It's gonna always be bittersweet. Because it's always gonna be super the happiness from winning, but then just not being able to share it with him at the moment. But physically, of course, spiritually, we did share that moment. I had him with me, you know what I'm saying? I was holding the ashes during the last couple possessions. And it's crazy. It's still, I still can't believe it, honestly, because it just, again, it never seemed like it was going to happen. Just seemed too good to be true. Just getting to it on the sports side, great execution. I feel like I've been talking for a while though, so
I'm letting you talk your talk, bro. I'm just letting you talk your talk because obviously I'm your older cousin, so I know what it is. I've been around forever, so I understand what it is. I understand what it means to the family, and what it means. The thing, like, the only I can equate it to '04 Red Sox, just being the team that was always losing everything. You always lose to the Yankees. You always lose to the Yankees. You always get close enough, but for some reason you shit the bed. Right. And then being able to come back down, being down 0-3, going on basically on an 8-0 run after that, and just winning the chip. You know what I mean? That just brought life back to the city, and it made the fan base and just everybody say, nigga, we here. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, ending up, winning a couple chips after that as well. But just the excitement, the emotion that comes with it, I mean, I can completely understand it. So I'm just letting you shoot your shit. You know what I mean? Talk your shit. I feel like any team that wins a championship, you have all right to talk your shit. You have, because I know I am. You know what I'm saying? Anytime Pats win, Celtics win, I'm gonna be proud of that.
Plus,
you're gonna be talking shit.
And my shit is, it ain't bullshit. Like,
right, because
you've literally seen, like, again, this is Primosports for a reason,
Right.
people. This is really my cousin in real life. Like, this
Right.
isn't like,
This isn't like we just saying it like we
yeah,
play cousins.
yeah,
Like,
nah,
nah,
this
our
is,
mothers are sisters.
yeah,
So I understand where he's coming from. I've seen it from birth, basically. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Uncle Jay. That was passed down to him. That's a tradition that he's able to pass down and carry on. So like I completely understand it. And like I said, any team that wins a championship, if you are a fan of that team, you have all right to talk your shit.
yeah.
You have all right to talk your
And
shit
it was just
until that next tip off happens next season. You have all right to talk your shit.
right. Honestly, until you're eliminated, you get to talk shit. Until you're out of there and you're not playing, you're
I'm
the
not
champion
so
until
it don't like I
somebody
don't
else's crown.
yeah, like I've
But
gotten to the point, you know what I mean, old enough to just understand it. Like, nah, I know what it is to win and you gotta be able to take the losses as well. But, you know, if another team wins, they wins.
and
But
them
like,
losses, man, I done
yeah.
took way too many,
The
brother. So it's
and
like,
it makes the winning mean way more
right,
because like I'm on IG, Twitter and shit, and I'm just randomly seeing fans. Not saying that these fans weren't Knicks fans prior, but just
yeah,
the
some
fact
of
that
them,
now
trust
it's
me.
but now that everybody's starting to pop up with it, you
Yeah,
know, a lot of people gonna start questioning, nigga, was you there
and then
you
I
know what I'm
want to
saying?
address this shit too. Listen, I don't fuck with none of that. Whoever was like beating up people and doing all that extra shit, that shit whack to me. I don't give a fuck if you're a Knicks fan or not. To me, that don't make you a fan. You just, cause that shit's taking it over the top. Like at the end of the day, this shit is just sports. You're not
Mm-hmm.
the one dribbling the ball, shooting, none of that. Like
Right.
it's so for you to even be like, oh, I'm gonna put hands on somebody just because of they're going for this team and you was making the shit whack, like,
Yeah,
and
that
making
and
it like this is the reason why motherfuckers be happy when we lose
right. That
because of this ignorant shit. Like, yo, get that shit out of here, bro.
Yeah, that
That shit
and
whack.
also too, like the way I look at it, like that and also too, like you know that means that it's up in every other city that you play in, right? Like
Yeah,
if nigga if you got you know what I mean teams or fans from other cities that are really diehards on some Knicks shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And they feel some type of way because you're a Knicks fan or a San Antonio fan feel some type of way next season, then there should be no like type of well why they act like that. Well,
right,
is I mean payback's a bitch as well. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So that means it can be up in every other city. You know what I'm saying? But I understand the excitement.
Right.
I understand it.
Yeah, I
Niggas
mean,
is
listen,
excited.
get
Niggas
get
won. It's your
right.
first one in 53 years. It's the third one. You know what I mean? You got this good team. You know, Jalen Brunson then basically came through and fucking nigga put on the fucking cape and became Superman for y'all niggas. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nah, no
So
bullshit. Save the franchise.
you
I ain't
feel
gonna
me?
lie.
So it made everybody like everybody's nigga on 10 right now because of it. But
Yeah,
I agree. Like once you start beating motherfuckers up and jumping niggas and doing all this wild shit, it becomes like, damn, my nigga, I can't just come and support my team.
yeah.
So what if your team beat my team? All right, you could talk your shit. Cool. All right, you
Ain't
got it.
no point. It
But
ain't no
it's like,
point.
come on, my
Like,
nigga, because then at the same time, you could lose you know, the team can also lose a lot of money from that because people don't want to, may not want to go to the games after that.
right, yeah. But getting to the actual games and the series, like I understand, that Wemby is he's a amazing talent, bro. Like just watching them play, because it's not like I watch every San Antonio game, but it's just now obviously I had to watch all of these games,
Mm-hmm.
and I was watching during the playoffs too. Like, yo, he really be fucking the paint up. Like it changes everything. Like it changes the whole way you have to operate your offense. Like you really can't go into the paint because he has it. It's with blocking, it's about timing. You're jumping too, so like
Mm-hmm.
yes, he's very tall, but his timing is impeccable. Like he just knows when to go up, and he gets the shit clean, and he understands how to use his length. Pause, but I didn't like, and I'm not saying this because we're going against him. This is just facts. I didn't like the babying from the league. it really felt like they did not want to give him that extra flagrant just in case, because it's not my fault that the rules are like this. The rule is if you step under somebody's foot in their landing zone, it's an automatic flagrant. It literally happened to Jalen Brunson in the series, and it was a way lesser incident. When he closed out, JB turned around, and then the dude hit like his calf. So it wasn't even like he landed directly on his foot. Wemby goes under JB and he lands on top of his foot, and they just didn't call it. So it's like, then it's, the shoving him down, shoving the back of his head shit. It's like, bro, I don't care that he's the future. We got to keep this shit fair out here. So like the whole baby and shit was whack. He's still a savage in his own right. I don't think he needs to be babied as well. If he's out there committing flagrant fouls, you gotta call it on him, regardless of who he is. And I thought that was very blatant in some of the games. But we fought through all that shit, and we didn't. They led like 70+% of the games in the series, but they're inexperienced, too young, and just being too. I would say a little bit too arrogant with the way that they were playing sometimes. I mean, they were up by 29 points in the third quarter in game 4 and didn't close it out because they shot like 8 threes in a row coming out. It's just, not winning basketball. You got to go get twos in those situations. Get a couple easy baskets. Use Wemby at the cup, like right there. But y'all wasn't doing that. And the Knicks, crazy historic comeback. I knew that game 5, like I did not expect us to come out again cold in the first quarter, but I was like, if we get close in game 5 by the second half, we're going to win the game, because you just can't bounce back from that type of shit. Like game 4 is like the most insane game that I've ever seen in my life. And I'm going to be honest, the way that shit was going, I say, yo, I'm not about to watch this shit, right? Turned off the game, but I was like, I'm just going to check the score. Every once in a while, I'm just going to check the score. There, smoking, laying down, check it. Down 17. I look back, but we down 21 again. I'm like, fuck. Go look. Down 17 again or some shit like that. I said, listen, if this shit become 15 by the 4th, me and Key watching the rest of this game, because we stopped watching it for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he kept watching it in his room, and I was just like I'm not gonna watch, but I'm gonna check the score. You know what I'm saying? Once I said 15, I said, I bet we in this bitch. Start watching it, and you could just see that the pressure from that situation and just them seeing the lead dwindle like that was getting to them, and they were aiming their shots. De'Aaron Fox is just was struggling and made a super mental error by not dribbling that ball out. But I also I kind of understand why he went up for it too, because it's like you're so used to being able to do that. Like that's an easy layup most of the time for De'Aaron, but it's just the IQ. It's the IQ. You're the vet. You should have known to dribble it out.
My thing is,
and you went up.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, a few, like maybe 3 of the games I didn't watch because they were like last week, and I was B-Day week, so I was kind of lit, and it was shade, but I was watching highlights after the game and keeping up with the score. But I felt like it was the same game on repeat, because it was like you see the Spurs go up big in the first. By halftime, the Knicks cut it to about 7. Spurs come out firing again. End of the game, they lose. Same thing on repeat.
Yeah.
Now, when that game where Wemby missed that shot or whatever, where they came back or whatever, and he missed that shot at the end, that right there, I'm like, okay, good game. Like,
But even in that situation, that was the young experience. I felt like he shot it too late. You gotta, when you're down one and there's seconds left on the clock, you don't wait until the end.
It felt like I wasn't. I just for me watching, not even going making the analytical part of it, just watching. I wasn't mad at the shot that he took because I'm like, all right, he just backdoored it.
I'm not mad at the shot. It's more about the timing.
But and I'm not even getting into the whole timing of it because I don't even remember how much time was left on that. I was lit all last week, but yeah, just anytime I'm looking, it just seemed like the same game on repeat. Like I said, first quarter Spurs is up, Knicks cut it, Spurs go up again, end of the game they lose, and it's on some funny shit. And the biggest fuck up I think of that whole shit was fucking De'Aaron Fox, because that right there would have made it like a 2-3 series or 2-2 series, something like that, or whatever.
2-2.
Right there, I feel like now you get a little bit more confidence back as a team. Right, if De'Aaron Fox makes the smart decision, right, and just you got the board, you're coming down, all you got to do is run down the clock, right? You don't even got to somebody's gonna foul you, right? You're gonna go to the line, you're gonna get your two. I don't even know what the score was at that point, but basically you're in the position to win the game, right? You're good. When I seen that shit, no bullshit, it made me appreciate Drew Holiday in 2024. When he got the steal on this nigga Halliburton, my nigga, and just ran it out, boom, boom, nigga fouled him. He gets to the line, he gets his two, we're out of here. Right. We're good. When I looked at that, I'm like, that was just poor, like you're not aware of the clock, you're not aware of the situation at hand. You are the vet point guard in the situation. You are a ball handler. You can hit your free throws, bro. You're good.
Yeah.
Why do you feel the need? Like, I understand that you're going to get this 9 out of 10 times. That was the 10th time right there because it ended up getting blocked, right? You don't go to the line, nothing. You lose that game. Now you down 3-1 in the series. Now you have really now your confidence is pretty low right now. You could at least went into this next game 3-2 or 2-2, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? You would have been good. You would have felt a lot more confident with that. You feel me? Now you're down 3-1. Now you're really fighting for your fucking life. And like you said, you don't have enough experience as in your starting part, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's gonna come through and be like, all right, this is what we have to do in these situations. You don't have enough of that on the court. And it was just like, nigga, y'all was just shooting yourself in the foot every single fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing in game 2, and like I was saying, like they had 9 seconds left in that for that shot for Wemby, the one that Wemby shot in game 2. You have to shoot the ball earlier because you don't know if you're going to miss. So you got to give yourself a chance for an offensive rebound or give yourself a chance to, because the offensive rebound, go back up, get fouled. You got to give yourself a chance for another shot because you're only down by 1. So even if you do miss and the other team gets the rebound, hopefully you foul them with like 3 seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll go up by 3 and you'll still have a chance to at least tie the game.
Still a 1-possession game.
So that was like, that's coaching. And then that's the youth as well, just not knowing that. Because fast forward game 4, when JB shoots the shot for to try to, the one that OG gets the tipping on, he shoots it. We have 5 seconds left. He shoots it fast because he understands that just in case I miss this, let's give somebody else an opportunity. And that's what ended up happening. OG ends up getting the tip in. And it's just like those little things made the difference. And like, obviously, I said this shit before. I just need one because I know it's going to be tough to go back to back. And I know San Antonio is going to be somebody that will bounce back from this. I was very impressed the way they even bounced back in game 5 in the beginning. But they just always just couldn't really, they didn't know how to keep the foot on the gas. But the fact that they were even up 16 at one point after blowing the 29-point lead, I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers are resilient. Like
And that's what like
they don't really let the shit
that's
bring them
what that's
down
what
too
we
much.
right. That's why I was like, yo, they still have a chance, right? When it
Yeah,
was when it whatever the fucking series was.
3-1.
I felt like I'm like, nah, they still have a chance. Like they got some type of experience going through their battles with OKC. They should be able to kind of tap into that. You feel me?
Yeah,
And be able to use whatever it is that they learned from that into this series. They can obviously go up big. They can score. You feel me? Like this man Harper is a fucking problem, bro.
yeah.
You
No,
know what I'm
he's
saying?
nice.
Castle's hooping. You got, you know what I'm saying? And of course, Wemby, he's out there doing his thing. Like, you guys can do it, but then once you go up, get up, you don't know how to just maintain that. You don't know how to stay aggressive. You don't know how to pick your matchups a little better, looking and seeing who the personnel on the court and seeing, hold on, this dude got 2 fouls. It's however many minutes left. Let's see if we can get him in the pick and roll action or something or
Right.
somewhere in the paint. Boom, we get him in a quick foul. Now we got to sit him down. They got to sit him down for the rest of the third. We could take advantage of this matchup with whomever versus whomever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like there was no real chess match in that. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I don't think. I think Mike Brown really kind of like outcoached. He outcoached Mitch Johnson
he did. That was just
it
a
was, it was the, I think Mike was really showing the whole like using your lineup thing, and the fact that they built the lineup kind of for these type of situations. You get players that are like those hard nosed pause, like, those kind of dog players like Alvarado. Like, he's not gonna go out there and give you
no, but he's gonna
25
be a
every night,
pest on
but he's gonna be a
defense.
pest. He's gonna make a shot when
He's
he
gonna
needs
make a
to.
shot when he needs to,
And
but he's gonna be a good decision maker.
right, and you
He's
have to
gonna
be able
know
to
who's
put
gonna
him on the
get
floor,
he's gonna
like,
know who's to get the ball to, because
right,
he knows
exactly.
that I'm not the scorer in this situation.
Yeah,
But I got OG right here. I got Cat over here.
right.
Josh is still on the floor. He's a slasher. I could still get him on just him getting to the basket. So I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be good. And then if I need to hit this mid range, I can hit the mid range. I could hit a corner
Yeah,
three or whatever. I'm all right. I'm good because I had the personnel around me. All I got to do is just play defense. Really, that's my main job. Play
yeah.
defense and be a good decision maker.
And the fact that he actually threw him out there with JB on the floor, you would think like, oh no, like too small for, but it worked, because it was able to take. JB now could run,
Be more
without
free.
handling the ball. Exactly. Like now Alvarado could move, you could move around because he has good handle, so he can move the ball around, get around the pick and roll, cause something, dish out to somebody, and I think that Mike Brown was like, I see these matchups happening because a lot of the bench was not really doing too good in the finals after the conference finals. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Shamit wasn't going crazy like that. He had a couple threes, but Deuce McBride was not on
Yeah,
point,
he didn't really show up in the
So it was really the starting lineups, kind of for both teams, but it's just that Dylan Harper happens to come off of the bench for San Antonio, so their bench points always looked way more because he's a fucking
they have a
problem.
night right. They have a
He's
solid bench and
he's a
shit.
problem.
And then like now, the nigga OG just fucking
Yeah,
stepping up huge. He was like
the most consistent player
he
by
was the
far.
most consistent, and he was the X factor.
Yeah,
He was the one that there was really no real answer for. I think, you know what I mean. Like it was like we can't keep him off the boards. He's a 3 and D guy, so he's gonna hit those shots and play defense. So I mean, and he was just consistent. Every shot that he took, it was going in. Need him on defense, you get a block, you get a rebound, whatever it is. And the fact that he was able to stay healthy, because that's something that's, I know that's plagued him throughout his career,
yeah.
whether in the regular season, and then I know he had like a little scare during the playoffs or whatever with the ankle for
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't
quick
even think
second. But
I think he was hurt for the Toronto series when
yeah,
they won.
so
I don't even think he played in that
so
finals.
yeah,
So
so you know what I mean. I know that plagued him a little bit. So the fact that he was able to stay healthy throughout the series and throughout the playoffs, pretty much, that was a big a big thing for the Knicks because like they say, it takes a little bit of luck and all of this other shit that to go on to be able to go on and win these championships. And health is definitely something that you need in these the later rounds.
Yeah,
You
I
need
mean, he
that.
was the one that for sure was. He could be the Finals MVP. Like it was between. I feel like it was between him and JB, obviously, and then like that. But that game 5 was just. I mean, you score 45,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of the team scores 49. What are you gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
and then just breaking down the. I don't want to stay on this shit for too long. I want to get to the other topics, but just breaking it down as far as the series went. Like game 1, Jalen Brunson's not shooting too good, but is the one that brings us home. Gets 13 or I think like 13 points in the fourth quarter to give them 30 points and propels us to the win.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, we were up by 14 at one point in that fourth quarter. We gave up that lead. We go down 2. He's shooting like shit, but he makes the shot to tie the game. He ends up getting the steal off of Wemby's mistake when he throws it off of Castle's back.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he missed one of the free throws, he made one.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, that's the game winner, right? So he wins you game 1 and game 2, technically. Game 3, Donald Trump literally just fucked up the whole aura, the whole thing. I swear to everything I love, we would have swept these niggas if it wasn't for Donald Trump. But it was still a good game. JB played pretty decent, lose it, whatever. Game 4, playing bad in the first half. Him and OG are the ones that really brought them back. I mean, he had 36 points off 12 of 25, so that's a little bit under 50%. So that's great shooting. And then, but OG obviously has the 33 points, 7 for 9 from the 3, and then the fucking tipping of all tip-ins to fucking win game 4. But JB still had 36, and he still put us up at one point and made the clutch shots to get us to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then game 5, 45 points. It's just you gotta give him the Finals MVP, and he's been winning at every level. So shout out Jalen Brunson, man. He's he has to put up a couple more numbers. I feel like if you want to say like greatest Knick of all time, because Patrick Ewing shit is kind of crazy. It's like 19,000 rebounds, some shit like that, 20,000 points, whatever. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So he has to but like no chip. But he went to the finals twice, but the second time he wasn't there, he was hurt. Went game 7 in '94, lost that shit. It sucks. But as far as all of that goes, I would say Patrick Ewing still got that. But as long as if Jalen Brunson just stays in New Yorker, I mean his numbers are going to be crazy. He's always going to have 27 plus points and all of that shit. So he'll end up being the greatest Knick. Shout out the fucking Knicks. The parade was insane. I was in that bitch. That shit was wild. I had to be happy with just getting a glimpse of them. I got a quick video for about 2 seconds, if that. But I was able to still frame a picture, and I got Jalen Brunson. Worth it.
Nice.
But yeah, 5 million people. It was insane. Most people I've ever seen in my life. I saw Elmo's head on a stake. Like they killed Elmo because Elmo went on some shit and was like I don't know if he said something that he liked the Spurs or he was just like, I hope everybody plays good or whatever. And then the Knicks fans was like, Elmo's a fucking traitor. It's crazy because Elmo's from New York technically. So they murdered Elmo. So, but yeah. Anyway, shout out to Knicks, man. Thank you for that moment, and I think moving forward is good for the NBA, and it shows that you can structure a team just kind of getting them blue collar kind of guys and
what I think
for sure.
What I think with these last 2 finals has done, it's showing the new direction of where the league is heading. I feel like we're definitely getting away from the 3 ball. If you see the last 2, you were going right back to where I want it. Right back to where I want it, where basketball need to be played at. Let's go get a fucking bucket. You feel me? because when you look at the last two point guards, the Jalen Brunson and Shea, they're all about getting to their spots. You know what I'm saying? It's not about trying to shoot this three. It's just my spot. I want to get right there. Elbow. I'm going to the elbow. I'm
Right.
getting there and I'm shooting it and I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna
Footwork.
do it consistently.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't stop it, that's on you. If you foul me, that is on you. You feel me?
Right.
So we're getting right back to where I want it. You feel me? So I think with these last two finals, this is where we're going to start seeing the league go, and where we're going to start how we're going to start seeing teams structure their teams.
So in the last 8 years, it's been a different champion for the last 8 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that like the dynasty shit is better, or the kind of the parody, more of like not the parody, the variety, like of winners, the like basically
Good
having a
question.
different one? Yeah, so
I think it's a good question. I think it's kind of 50-50 because I think it kind of you like the dynasty thing. It's kind of cool to see a team go for win back to back three in a row. But
yeah,
then after a while, there's people who just don't like to see that and they want to see a different champion every time. So I would say 50. I'm gonna say 60-40 dynasty.
yeah.
I'm gonna say 60-40
And how do
dynasty.
you feel about like? Because I seen some shit that Kenya Martin was saying, and he was basically saying like you should always be, since there's been these like variety of champions every year, that that means that people need to make the change during the off season. Like even though you won the chip, you should still explore an option. Basically saying like the Knicks should still explore the option of getting
Right.
Giannis and shit
Right,
like
because of
that,
because of where the
because
direction how it's been
just
going.
because nobody's been winning back to back.
Yeah, I could see that because
Yeah,
you
I
want to upgrade, you want to be able
yep,
to you want to upgrade. You're gonna see flaws in your team. Even if you won a championship, you're gonna see certain flaws or things that you might be able to tweak. Certain players that might be able to fit the role because, and then also you got to also think of just after the season what the player also was trying to do as well, what their contracts looking like. Fucking even if some players they want they one chip and then after that they want to go and get their bread. So a lot of times your team doesn't look the same off of the money reasons.
right,
You
yeah,
feel me? So now you have no other choice but to go and find another player to fit that role and to fit that scheme that you're running. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? For that. So I think a lot of times that's what comes into the play with it. You know what I mean? Like, and especially with the money being so high right now, if there's a player who, like, let's say OG, he balled right now, but let's say he had an offer for a team, um, another team, and it's just a little bit more. Is he willing to take that? Because now he's what, a two-time champion?
yeah.
Would he be willing to take the money, or would he be willing to stay to like
I,
continue to build on that legacy?
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah. I think somebody like him would most likely stay. But obviously there are situations that they would leave. But for me, it's like, and I don't agree with, I like, if I'm the Knicks, I'm looking at Giannis, just because that literally changes
It changes everything,
everything. Like
and I'm not,
that, like when you
yo.
get a player like I think when you win a chip,
You
you
want to
should
keep your
keep the
core. You
core
want to keep
and
your
then
core,
adjust the pieces around.
right?
And so that's where I was like, I'm not agreeing with Kenyon about that situation, because why would I want to do that? Like if I just won the chip
Mm-hmm.
and we built a system of how it works, where like the reason why we need Cat is because he spaces it. Like he can hit the three. We get Giannis. I mean, he's not shooting threes. And yes, he's gonna
And
go
then,
crazy,
on
but
top
it
of that,
changes
it changes everything. And then on
everything.
top of that, he's ball dominant as well.
Yeah, like
So
he's not gonna pick and
because
pop or
we've been this discussion for a while, Brad kind of keeps things on the low, and the shit's been dying down a lot. And for me, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't necessarily really fully like the idea, honestly, because once again, it like you're exactly what you're saying. It changes every
Especially
fucking thing, nigga.
y'all offense is predicated off of shooting threes.
It's and
So you need spacing.
it's
And
gonna change that. Like it's gonna change everything. Like because what hurt us in the playoffs this year is no five to stretch the floor.
right.
Nemi can't hit the three. Love him. He's gonna get the board putbacks. He's gonna get his little push shot in. Cool. Garza could hit a three, but it's not to the point where you gotta feel like, nah, we gotta really contest this. And he's not big enough to really go down there and get these boards.
Right.
You
Yeah.
feel me? So if that right there fucks everything up, we can't get to the paint. You know what I'm saying? And it slows everything up. So now if we plug Giannis in there, oh, he gonna go ham.
Yeah.
He gonna go ham. You know what I'm saying? But how does that leave everything else on the court? You know what I'm saying? Because you're ball dominant.
And you have to get rid of Jaylen Brown. They would
You're
have
fucking
to
ball
get rid
dominant.
of Jaylen Brown. They're not the Bucks aren't gonna do it for anything less than either one. I guess it's either Tatum or Brown.
And it's
and so now you're changing that.
You're changing.
And then
at the same time, I think that your rotation is gonna change because then now it's like, okay, how does the current roster, how is that gonna fit with his style?
And in crunch time, who are you giving the ball to? Now we have a power dynamic.
Now we have too many questions.
Yeah, now it's a power.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm Tatum. This is my shit.
Like,
so now when you come here,
and my mans, we good over here.
So
we've been doing this since we started.
And then Giannis' perspective, nigga, I'm 30 and 14 every year.
Right.
This should be my team. And then it's like, damn, but
my nigga, this is my block.
Right, exactly.
You feel me?
It's like when Aaron Rodgers came, when Alex Rodriguez, my fault, came through to the Yankees. It was like, yo, yeah, I know you nicer technically, like numbers wise, but this is Peter.
What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to play the third base, my nigga.
I'm on short.
Nah, you're gonna be
and
nice.
Yes, it worked. We ended up winning, whatever. But you know, come on now, to ask Tatum, or even in our situation, to think you're gonna ask Brunson now to be like, yo, I know you did all of this shit, but yo, it's Giannis. Are you fucking stupid? And you know what's getting me mad? Because yo, you know, we always talk about the Rashad McCants shit, like how, bro, Kenyon Martin is just as bad, bro, because he kept going about like how it's a good idea, and it's like, no, it's not for those teams. It's not for other teams in Miami. You know, like Miami, like that.
I can see that.
That's good.
I can see that.
Why would we? You're trying to put a superstar on a team where there's a superstar that, and in those situations where one of them's not going to want to take the back seat. He's not going to want to take the back seat because that is limiting Giannis at that point if you tell him to do that. So, you know, I need you to be Giannis.
And you're not going to be able to be that in these type of systems. Because me and my mans right here, we've been cooking for... We know how to do this.
But the problem is, one of them has to go to get Giannis.
Right. And then it's like...
And that's it for us, too. It's like, you think I want to get rid of Cat? Like, listen, I know Cat didn't play good in the last game.
Yeah, the first two games, he disappeared in the fucking finals after game what?
The game 1 and 2 he played good. Game 3 and 4 like regular shit, but again foul trouble. Game 5 literally just not there because he had a bunch of foul trouble. But still is gonna space the floor. Still is
you still have to. What? Excuse me. Once he gets into the game, even if he has 3 fouls, right?
Yeah.
In the second quarter, he still has 3 fouls. At the end of the day, now Wemby still has to step out of the paint.
Yeah, and he still had 10 boards, by the way, too. So, like, he could get, even in the game when he's not, I could get some boards, too.
You got it, because it makes me, and this makes me think of Chris Bosh, because I do feel like he's the main reason why they got their first chip.
Right.
It makes me think of that because when we played these niggas, he was injured for, like, I think a couple games, right? KG ain't gotta move.
Right.
He's down, hit, boom. yo, we're cooking. We're all the backdoor cuts and, you know, slashing to the basket. All of that is shut down. Now we're making you shoot the ball, right? The moment that Chris Bosh came back into the series, bro, oh, it was a wrap. Because now KG got to go all the way out here.
Right.
Because Chris Bosh can hit a fucking three, right?
Yeah.
He can hit the shot. No problem.
Yeah.
So now you got to do this.
Hit the midi too.
Even if he doesn't take the shot, who's coming through the fucking lane?
Yeah.
You got fucking D Wade and you got Brown.
That's crazy.
And if they're not, and if they just boom and then kick it back out, who you got? You got fucking Mike Miller over there.
So like right. So like even in that situation, right? Do you think that Miami would be like, all right, we'll give up Bosh for like Dirk or something? Like, nah, because Dirk is gonna need he's not gonna be the nigga that's gonna, I'm just gonna pick and pop and do that shit.
And also
because
too,
why would I do that?
Let's say they was thinking
nice.
about that. Dirk will slow up the offense.
Right, exactly. So
he's gonna slow up the offense compared more so than Bosh.
Yeah,
Bosh is a little bit more athletic. He's gonna move up the floor a little bit.
You're in a
better.
spot where people have accepted their roles. So to try to be like, I'm just gonna insert a superstar into it and think it's gonna work, it's not guaranteed to work.
Right.
So in that aspect, I understand where Kenyon Martin was like, you have to explore your options with things. Not that option. You need to explore. Yeah, what can I? Because let me see what I could bring that fits in with the core that we got going on here.
Because with me, like, I want to keep as much of what I can keep that helped me win. You feel me?
Yeah.
As much as I can keep. Yes, there might be guys I might just lose to free agency. All right, that's just how the cookie crumbles, right? But I want to try to keep as much as I could keep. I want to be able to stay under this luck because we got this apron shit now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what fucked us up. That's what fucked us up. So, nigga, you don't want to reach that. So you want to be able to stay under that and shit, but still keep what you can keep. Whatever you can't keep, to find the pieces that are going to fit that perfectly. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the perfect replacement for that. Yeah. If I need just a guy to place an Alvarado, who's the guy that's similar to that? Yeah. I'm going to try to find something similar to that, but maybe with a better shot.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I need somebody on the boards now. I need another Mitchell Robinson. All right, cool. Maybe I'm not going to get somebody as big, but you know what? He's going to get, if he can't get me 12, he can get me 10, but he can hit the free throws.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm trying to find something that's going to, whatever his weakness will be his strength. You know what I'm saying? Will be this next person's strength because he might be lacking in this other area. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I'm trying to piece that. I'm trying to find those pieces.
Yeah. And then you have to understand this too. It's like, it's different. That superstar, like just pairing as many superstar shit, it don't work in basketball because it's 5 people on the court. You know, it's not like football where you could, just getting into the next topic, like you could get Myles Garrett to be on a crazy team already as far as the Rams go because it's just one part that he can come through and affect, right? It isn't like, oh, this is me rushing, it isn't gonna take away from
Matt Stafford.
Exactly.
It doesn't take nothing away for Devontae Adams.
Because it's on 2 different sides. So like in football, it makes sense. In basketball, it's too hard to just be like, oh, let me just throw another superstar. There's only one ball. It's 5 players on the fucking court. It's too packed in, and there's not two, and you're playing on both sides. So like you said, it's not gonna affect Matthew Stafford, Devontae Adams, and all of that. So just getting into that, I don't know. If they have to be. They're already the favorites. Holy shit, Myles Garrett going to the LA Rams is wild as fuck.
When I seen that,
and yeah,
I got the group text from the boys, and it was like, what? And then I had to go Google it, IG and all this to make sure it was real. And when I seen it, I was like, nigga, what?
It's insane.
What? This is Madden.
Yeah. This
is Madden, bro. And you just piece together your team. You say, nah, I'm going to take Matt Stack. Because they still pretty much had their team.
Yeah.
They had pretty much the same exact team as last year.
Barring injury, there's just
And then they just
it's almost
added Miles
impossible.
Garrett,
Yeah,
bro. Oh my gosh, bro. And then they still over here trying to fucking recruit this nigga Donald to come back and shit. Aaron Donald.
you see
My,
him. You see him with his fucking
my
videos.
nigga, my bro. Once I seen Miles Garrett, I'm like, yeah, they're probably going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Like they
that.
can't like yo nah.
But it's a complete team because the defense is already good. They got Young. They got a couple other pieces already on the defensive end.
Bro,
Then adding Miles Garrett just set the record for sacks.
bro, do
He's
you know
30, entering. He's in his
he's still
prime.
30?
He's in his prime.
30.
He's in his
Come on,
prime.
bro. Nah.
Fucking and then just on the offensive end, you got Stafford for at least another 2-3.
You got Matt Stafford. You got Puka Nacua to throw it to. You got fucking Devontae Adams, who's fucking red zone monster.
He had the most touchdowns last
I
year.
mean, like, bro, put it if you once you get inside the 20, bro. If it's a passing play, you know who's going to.
Yeah.
You
So
know who's
Puka
going
gonna
to.
get you there, and then Devontae gonna close
and
seal
then
the deal every time.
Money. And then they got their tight end. What was it, Higbee or some shit like that, or Higgins or whoever they fucking tight end is. Solid tight end, bro.
Yeah.
He's fucking good, bro. Like, fam, all across the board, bro. From even they DBs, bro.
Yeah.
From their DBs, linebackers, line, safety, QB, offensive line, backs, receivers, bro. It's a fucking wrap.
Yeah,
nigga.
nah,
it's gonna be scary out here, bro.
It's gonna be tough, man.
It's
and
scary.
NFC is they got some monsters in there, just the NFC West now is gonna be crazy.
Fucking crazy.
49ers, Seahawks, defending champion Seahawks, by the way.
Right.
And then going against the fucking Rams. I mean, those games are gonna be insane. Must watch TV,
nuts, bro. It's gonna be fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah, because the Niners, their shit is crazy because the whole Ayuk situation, he's bugging. He over here posting videos saying they don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with these niggas. All types of shit.
Yeah, that's been going on for a couple seasons.
Yeah,
too.
so
like,
that's not a good look. Kittle, great player, but motherfucker always hurt.
He be fucking up my fantasy when I pick him.
Yeah, exactly. And McCaffrey is McCaffrey, but a lot of usage, it gets scary. Since he's been in the league for a while. He's also been kind of injury prone as well.
Yeah, so he started off the season injured, I believe.
Right? Yeah, so it's they got to figure that out. They got rid of Juwan Jennings, so the receiving core isn't looking too good right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that Seattle obviously is going to be a problem still. They haven't changed much, but you don't need it. What if it ain't broke? Don't fix it. Sam Darnold, I think he's obviously going to come. They didn't lose Kenneth Walker though. I forgot.
Right. If they able to fill that hole, then then they should be all right.
Yeah, I think their defense and just the coaching, obviously, they're a solid team. They're going to be good for a while. And if Sam Darnold could, then you got fucking JNS over there. He's
hooping.
Yeah, he's nasty as fuck. I think it's between like him and Puka right now for like best receivers in the league for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But the NFC is gonna be a problem. Giants made some moves. Hopefully, we could fucking be good, carry some of this Knicks momentum into that. But won't be surprised if we don't. But the AFC side now, that shit's kicked up too. Y'all grabbing AJ Brown was a crazy move. But super expected. Everybody kind of seen that coming.
Seen that coming for months.
Yeah, it was just it just had to happen
too.
Yeah, and Dobbs, man,
that was a big pickup for us as well.
Yeah, I might grab AJ in my fantasy, man, like on some quick shit, like some.
I think that helps.
Somebody might, if they don't grab him up quick enough, I might get him like a second round, third round. Not gonna lie.
It's gonna help our passing game out a lot. So now we have a true deep threat. But then having Dobbs pretty much play the Stephon Diggs role is going to help out a lot because he's a great receiver, and then that also helps out with we still got Douglas and a couple other dudes out there. We still got Booty, but I know he might want to trade. Um, and I don't blame him. I understand it'll be hard in that receiving room. Um, but yeah, we should be all right. We gotta just lock down my man Gonzo, get his contract situation right on the defensive end, make sure that we lock him down for a while, because that boy be hooping, man. That boy, he does his thing at the corner position. So hopefully we able to lock him down, get him a nice little contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then coming into the season, you got the Bills are gonna have to see what they can do to
The
make
Bills is
some.
looking real iffy right
Yeah,
now.
they looking real iffy, man. Cause I don't know what's going on over there,
Yeah.
but it's not looking good. I don't want to say it's not looking good because you got Josh. I
Yeah, you
feel like
still
you
got
always
Josh.
got
Yeah, you
you got some type of chance, but not really big moves being made over
no real big
there.
moves. I don't know what this coaching staff is gonna be, what their whole game plan is gonna be looking like. But yeah, it doesn't, especially off of last season. I don't know about the Bills, bro. I don't know. I feel like they're backsliding. And I'm not gonna say they're gonna have a bad year, because like they still have Josh Allen, so they still got some pieces there, but I don't know how far it's gonna go, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, I don't know how far it's gonna go.
Yeah, so the AFC though is still gonna be. I feel like it's still wide open, no pause, because you
It
got
is
the Chiefs are gonna come back on some shit. Patrick Mahomes is trying to,
trying to prove a
he
point,
want to
especially
prove a
after
point.
last season,
Yeah,
because
not making the playoffs is crazy.
yeah, especially because they done won like what, 3 Super Bowls or some shit
Yeah,
like
he
that.
already
Like,
got three of them.
nah, like that was really unexpected. But I mean, they had a shitty year though. Like, they were up and down all year. All year they were up and down. Plays that they would normally make, they're not making. Kelsey, the Kelsey, him and Kelsey connection wasn't really clicking like it was in the past.
Yeah, I think Kelsey losing a step. That's just what
Yeah,
it is. He's been
yeah.
in the league for a while now.
And no real solid receiving core, to be honest with you.
Nope,
They don't
none at
really
all.
have a solid receiving core. The running game wasn't great. You know what I mean? Pacheco's out of there. He's with Detroit now, and then they went and grabbed up Kenneth Walker. So, maybe the running game gets a little bit better. But yeah, I definitely agree that the AFC is really wide open right now.
Yeah, that Pacheco move was good too for Detroit. Again, because they got David Montgomery out of there, so that Pacheco move was good for Detroit. They're gonna have a crazy. That's why, like the NFC is really like, I guess what you wanted to call the West for the NBA, but I mean the
It's
Knicks
a
show that shit don't matter.
it's a
But either way, as far as the plethora of teams, I feel
yeah,
like the most of the good teams are on the
right
NFC.
now it's the NFC, man. The
Yeah,
NFC right now is, there's a lot of tough teams. I mean, who knows what the Eagles going to be looking like right now? I know they just drafted another receiver. Who knows? What's the other receiver?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith.
This is
So
now
he's
he.
probably going to take the one role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's probably going to be the number one receiver now. Who knows how that's going to work out? They still got Saquon with but let's see how it works with Jalen now. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Got to have to
Let's
really
see.
prove that you're a quarterback. I feel like
You know what I
like really
mean?
show
Like,
that arm off. Not really be as much running. We gotta see how you perform in the pocket. Really start trying to get them numbers up as far as receiving yards and well, getting passing yards. Getting your receivers some yards. Again, get Devontae Smith to 1,000 yards. Like
yeah,
shit like that. Like this is gonna be the test for them. But NFC North is still gonna be crazy. The Packers,
yeah.
Bears, and
Packers,
now
Bears,
Caleb Williams coming off that year last year, like playing.
Packers, Bears, the Lions.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? The
who knows?
Vikings
We'll see
just
how
got
they.
fucking. They just got Kyler Murray. You
Right,
know what I mean? That might be a little spark.
still got Justin
Still
Jefferson.
got So yeah, that NFC North right now might be kind of crazy.
Yeah,
It
then the NFC South. You got Baker Mayfield over there. Still
still
hoop. They
Baker.
no Mike Evans though. Mike Evans to the Bills, right? I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah,
So
so
that was like, I guess, the one move,
yeah.
which is a good move, because
Can we
now,
check? Can you double check that for me?
cause
Yeah,
I don't
check
have my
with my.
phone. I
Yeah,
don't have
all
my
right.
phone right now.
Yeah,
But
but
but no, if they did scoop him, then that'd be a good that's a good pickup for him,
yeah,
because now he has like another number one receiver or whatever, but he's a good possession guy. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be able to move the chains for you.
yeah,
Um, you know what I mean? 3rd and 10s, 3rd and 9s, and shit like that. He's gonna be able to move the chains. And he's gonna be able to get you some touchdowns. And maybe it was a good change for him as well. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So, but he's still coming into. He's been in the league for a while too. So obviously, he could still get open and shit, but it's not like he's gonna blow you out the water with his speed or hit you over the top with
Mm-mm.
some shit. But he's gonna run some good routes, and then in the red zone is gonna be super essential
Mm-hmm.
for Josh Allen and
Right. He'll
shit.
be able to use his height to his advantage, height and
Yeah.
strength. You know what I'm saying?
So we going into the summer. Fucking basketball is done. These episodes gonna have to really lock in on what's going on in the off season and shit. But
Yeah.
might have to lock in on this soccer shit, bro. Shit been
USA been
going
hooping
crazy,
right
man.
now.
USA hooping. I don't know nobody on that team, bro. But shout out USA. Feel me?
Yeah.
I don't be watching the real football technically. I don't
Footy.
want yeah.
Footy.
I don't watch that, but I saw Argentina with Messi having a hat trick. The vibes in the country have just been crazy. They all the foreigners coming through and
Mm-hmm.
showing love to all these different fucking states and shit like that. Like
That be the crazy shit. That's been the wildest shit to me, watching these videos on IG and on like Twitter and shit. Like, these Europeans coming over here and they're just bugging off of just off of the landscape, and how, like, like the East Coast don't look like the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Down South don't look like the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing this, basically all this variety, and they
and yeah, I think what's crazy is that we go like in our heads traveling. We're like, yo, going to this place is gonna be wild. Like I'm gonna see some. You gotta think from their perspective too. Like coming over here,
same
it's like, yo,
shit.
I never seen no shit like this.
Bro, they
Like
were bugging out off of fire hydrants, bro.
right? They're like, what?
Fire hydrants. They were bugging out off of fucking Walmart. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Walking through Walmart, like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, y'all got all this shit. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? They bugging out off the food, like everything. You know what I'm
Yeah, I seen
saying?
this Japanese dude had fucking like some ribs or some shit, some
Yeah,
Texas ribs.
fucking it up.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, this shit's so good.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
shit
nah. I
crazy."
seen a couple of them videos. I seen last night some woman from Scotland, bro, in tears, bro. She just, cause she was out in Boston. She just like, yo, thank you to the people of Boston. Oh
Right.
my gosh, you guys was just, oh my gosh, and you guys are so nice, and everybody was so generous, and like, yo, she was in legit fucking tears. I'm just
Shout out,
like,
shout out Scotland, man.
word. I'm like, yo, look at the U.S. being on their best behavior. Yeah.
Yeah, man. The Brazilian. I seen the Brazilians had took over New York at one point. It was just a bunch of like so. I think that's what also contributed to like a lot of the crowd.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
it was
Definitely.
crazy, bro. 5 million. I've never been around that many people, but yeah, like I think that the soccer shit is fire just for the unity of shit. Obviously, I'm not
Mm,
one that really keeps up with it. It's not the most entertaining shit, but I feel like I need to go to a game for real because
yeah,
the way that shit be popping when they be scoring some shit, it be crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, man, that's a wrap for this episode, man. Gotta get up out of here. We appreciate y'all, man, again for sticking with us. Gonna be uploading this video real soon. Um, it's been a journey and can't wait to keep continuing doing this, man. Gotta get back into it. Gotta keep the grind going.
I
Um,
gotta double check the date.
yeah.
Maybe you could double check
Oh,
the
it's
date.
been a year. No, it's definitely been a
I was
year.
about to say,
It's
like, we
definitely
we
been a
are
year. I
definitely at
forgot.
the
Definitely been a year.
anniversary, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we are. This is, so you can actually call this the anniversary episode then.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yep.
feel me? This right here is,
We
is
did it,
the
man.
anniversary episode, and y'all done journeyed with us through the whole process.
Yeah.
So clap yourselves up as well. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
For
Shout out
making
y'all.
it this far with us, man. Cause wow, a
Yeah,
whole
man.
year.
Yep. Whole year, man. We did this shit. When we first started, the Knicks was going through heartbreak. Now the next year, you know, the heartbreak is over, man. So again, man, shout out y'all. I'm signing off, man. It's your host, Jake, spreading love. Cuz,
You already know. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
all right, man. Deuces, Knicks, and 5.